Welcome to Undiscovered Talent with Kelly. I'm Kelly Summersall. This is my passion project. I love music. I've always wanted to give a platform to artists that create, perform, and entertain us. And this season on Undiscovered Talent with Kelly, we will feature some of Lake County High School's most talented students. Get to know the artists from in-depth interviews and amazing performances. Hello, and welcome to Undiscovered Talent. My name is Kelly, and I am your host. I am so excited about today's show, and every show actually, because I have Eustis High School's own Sophia Trauth. Sophia is a singer and an actress, and her aspirations is to be on Broadway. There's so much more to Sophia, and we want you to meet her. But before you do, take a look at this.
She's so driven to do what she wants to do that she learns everything she can to be better.
I haven't been living here that long, but the people that I've met are truly wonderful. I don't really remember anywhere in Warner Robins being as pretty as this.
She's always singing. You'll hear, we have a two-story house, and you'll hear all the time in her room, in the shower, you can hear her from the shower singing. And it's just, I just stop and just listen to her sometimes. I'm like, that's just amazing.
Sophia, welcome to Undiscovered Talent. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yes, it's very exciting what we're doing here. I love giving this platform to young artists like yourself, young, very talented artists like yourself. And I know that you're a singer and you do musical theater, and we want to hear all about that. But first, I want to hear about you. Tell me about you besides the music part. What do you like to do?
What do I like to do is a lot of it is music, but I also, I enjoy drawing, and I enjoy fiction, like books, and like writing fiction and coming up with stories.
And you're a student here at Eustis High School. Shout out to Eustis High School and their production TV studio here. Fabulous. So I know you're involved in drama, and you guys are doing a play right now? Tell us about that.
We are doing Clue, based off of the board game. And it is really a wonderful play. There's so many details that go into it. There's so many small things that we have to do that kind of make it make sense.
What's the story about Clue? For those of us that don't know, what's the plot? What's the story?
So the story, it's set in 1954. It takes place in America, and there's a huge paranoia in the country about communism. And so these 6 people are invited to a dinner party at this place that they've never been before. So eventually what ends up happening is someone gets killed, and so they're all kind of hitting the blame on each other. And they're trying to figure out, who did it, while trying not to be killed.
Oh, so that's interesting. Is it would you say it's a murder mystery or something along those lines? What role do you play in the play?
I play Miss Scarlet.
Good, Butler! While you're over here losing your marbles, I'm trying to do something useful. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
The evidence!
Miss Scarlet runs classified non-governmental affairs, and she's very confident and very bold. She knows how to mess with people.
Is that a stretch for you, messing with people?
No, I don't like messing with people.
I didn't think so, but so that shows your real acting acumen, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah. The fact that you're playing Miss Scarlet is quite interesting too, because I have spoken to you on several occasions before we got to speak today. And you said to me, oh, well, I'm an introvert, but I'm an extrovert. Do you remember that? So do you think that's a good personality type to play Miss Scarlett, or is it just purely you're a professional and you're an actress?
Whenever I play a character, I'm the character. And I'm not talking about method acting. I don't like method acting, but I'm talking about I kind of put myself in their mind. And I kind of, with her, I kind of studied her. And at the very beginning, we all had like one rehearsal set aside for kind of creating our characters. And that's where I came up with, well, she's very bold. She likes messing with people. And one of the questions that was asked was, does your character change from the beginning to the end? And for me, I said no. She does kind of stays the same kind of personality, kind of bold, like in control kind of woman.
So tell us about your singing. Why do you sing? I mean, you act, but is it that you want it to be together always, or do you see yourself just singing without the acting?
I would love to sing without acting. I love singing, and I can definitely sing without having to be in a musical. Musicals kind of combine both of them. So I think that's why I love musicals so much, is it combines two things that I love doing so much.
Well, that's great. I mean, but is that what you see yourself doing in the future, doing plays, or that encompass like musical theater, or do you see yourself making a recording of just you singing?
I was very set on making music. That was the main thing.
Okay.
But as I kind of got more into acting and theater, I realized that I want to do both singing and acting. And that's what I plan to do, is musicals and plays.
Okay. Going to Broadway?
Hopefully.
Okay, I hope to see you there. I love Broadway, and I say Broadway because I'm a New Yorker, but I love theater. We just saw Hamilton, so that was breathtaking, amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in musical theater, not necessarily on Broadway, but certainly on Broadway. So what are your favorite type of songs? I know you're going to do for us today some songs for plays, right? But besides those songs, and I won't mention them now, you can share that with us later when you get ready to perform. But what are your favorite songs?
My music taste is really weird. It's a mix of a lot of different things because that's what I grew up around. In my family, they all had these different kinds of tastes in music. And because of that, I kind of have a music taste that's a lot, like it pulls from all of their music tastes. So like my mom, she was really into country music, and my sister, my older sister, she listened to a lot of pop music. My older sister was the one that got me into musical theater. Because
I'm trying to get a sense of, where you want to go. And you said you want to be on Broadway. I think I alluded to you wanting to be on Broadway. What is your academics like besides musical theater? What interests you besides musical theater?
Well, school-wise, I do enjoy science. I enjoy biology right now. And it is a cool class because I'm one of those people, I like matching things and I like cracking codes. And with biology, you can do that.
Well, our director there is telling us we have to wrap up. So, and because you know why, we want to hear you sing. It's wonderful to have the conversation, but I think they all want to hear you sing, as I do, as well as the viewers. So will you sing a song for us?
Of course.
And can you tell me what song you're going to sing and why you chose to sing it?
It's Heart of Stone from Six the Musical.
Okay.
And that song, I picked it because it's such a powerful and emotional song.
Wow.
The context of the song is, the musical itself is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and they kind of all come together and they're like, well, which one of us is the best out of all 6 of us?
Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look ready. Okay, so here's Sophia Trauth with Heart of Stone from Six the Musical. From Six the Musical.
You've got a good heart, but I know it changes. A restless tide, untamable. You came my way and a new storm to come to. You lift me high or let me fall. But I took your hand, promised I'd withstand any blaze you blew my way. 'Cause something inside, it's solidified, and I knew I'd always stay. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burnt, when the wind has blown, when the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. You say we're perfect, a perfect family. You hold us close for the world to see. And when I say you're the only one I've ever loved, I mean those words truthfully. But I know without my son, your love could disappear. And though it isn't fair, but I don't care, 'cause my love will still be here. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burned, when the wind has blown, when the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. Soon I'll have to go. I'll never see him grow. But I hope my son will know he'll never be alone. 'Cause like a river runs dry and leaves its scars behind, I'll be by your side. 'Cause my love is set in stone. The fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water home.
Well, that was amazing, Sophia.
Thank you.
Talk about emotional. I felt that. You know, I know you're in the 9th grade, right? Is it too soon to think about colleges? Have you been thinking about that?
I have been thinking about college.
Well, tell us about it.
So for college, I want to go to college for acting. And of course, still try to keep singing in the mix and musical theater in there. So I want to go to the University of Florida. That's
local.
where I want to go
That's good.
because it's in the area, and I've heard great things about the theater program.
Oh.
I'd still be close to my family,
Mm-hmm.
but I could still go and like learn. And it's even better because I'm closer to my family up in Georgia if I go there.
Okay. All right. So you want to stay local, maybe University of Florida. And you talked about your family being close to them. So that's important. So it tells me that your family has played a big role in your support system. Could you tell me about your family a little bit?
My family has really always been supportive. I have 3 siblings. My older sister, my older brother, and then my little brother. And then my parents. My parents have always been supportive of this. And my sister was the one who kind of got me into this. And my brothers, while not completely understanding it, they try to be supportive, and they really are. And my Nana, she was over, her and Pop, that's my grandfather. They were over for Christmas, and for a while, she's wanted to watch the new West Side Story with me, the one that just came out.
Oh,
And
yes. I haven't seen it yet. Did you watch it?
Yes, and it was wonderful. I watched it like 3 days after she left because I was like, I love this movie so much.
Well, you see, thank God for Nana. You know, I mean, it's important too that you have this whole generational thing. You have your mom, you have your siblings, of course, and then you have your grandparents. It must be great. You must have learned things, or they opened opportunities as far as your mind and watching things that you wouldn't have watched. Can you think of anyone or teacher in school that has done this for you, or whether it be at Eustis High School or any other school that you've attended?
My chorus teacher, whenever I was living in Georgia, she was always supportive of us, and especially the year after we had to leave school because of COVID, she was there, and we couldn't sing a whole lot because it was like you couldn't sing in a closed room. You had to be outside. You had to wear a mask, so it wasn't very easy for us to like go and sing. And she really tried to work around. Like she tried to still give us a good class, and she really succeeded. She tried her best, and she even because we couldn't sing as much as we wanted to, she kind of introduced acting. Her name was Miss Brown. She was always super supportive, and she kind of like shaped the way that I sing, because in chorus you have to sing a certain way, because the thing about chorus is it's supposed to sound like one voice is singing in a way. The voices are supposed to blend. So because of that, I was kind of taught to sing a certain way, and I think it really does help how I sing.
No, it does. I mean, all of these things have obviously shaped your musical journey, whether it be in your acting or the way you sing or the way you present yourself. And they're valuable. And that's really why I want to know about these things. I think the viewers want to know about these things. We give this platform so people can really get to know you, not just your talent, but you as a person, because there's other people like you. I always say you're not unique, and someone could garner something from what you say here that could help them in their musical journey or just in their life journey. So thank you for sharing that with us. So career-wise, you want to be an actress, but you want to make sure you do some musical theater and Broadway. You want to live in New York?
Maybe in New York or somewhere around there. I don't know when that would be exactly, because I do want to focus on college first. if after that I'm able to go near New York, I would love to.
Love to do that. You know, everyone that want to be in musical theater that I've ever met wanted to be in New York. I understand why. You know, theater in New York is wonderful. I don't think there's any place like it. It's not just the shows, but it's the environment of New York. Have you ever been to Times Square?
No, I've never been to New York, unfortunately.
It is an experience, even for a New Yorker, and it has changed over the years. So I wanted to ask you one other question about music. Instruments. Do you play an instrument?
And I used to be a percussionist in band.
Okay.
So my favorite thing to play was the timpanis. They are these huge drums that you have to tune and everything. And I absolutely loved that. I would have done band this year, except it would be a lot to balance because I have theater and then I'm in student council. So with those and then with doing other things for other classes, it would have been a lot. And so unfortunately I wasn't able to do band this year.
So it's time for us to hear you sing again. And can you tell me what you're going to sing this time?
So I'm going to be singing When He Sees Me from Waitress.
Okay. Here's Sophia Trauth with When He Sees Me. Again? No, again. When He Sees Me.
I stick with the real things, usually facts and figures. When information's in its place, I minimize the guessing game. Guess what? I don't like guessing games or when I feel things before I know the feelings. How am I supposed to operate if I'm just tossed around by fate? Like on an unexpected date with a stranger who might talk too fast or ask me questions about myself before I've decided that he can ask me questions about myself. He might sit too close or call the waiter by his first name or eat Oreos, but eat the cookie before the cream. But what scares me the most, what scares me the most, what if when he sees me, what if he doesn't like it, what if he runs the other way? From it, what happens then if when he knows me he's only disappointed? What if I give myself away to only get it given back? I couldn't live with that, so I'm just fine inside my shell-shaped mind's way. I get the best of you, so that when he sees me, I want him to. I'm not defensive, I'm simply being cautious. I can't risk reckless dating due to my miscalculating while a certain suitor stands in line. I've seen in movies, most made for television. You cannot be too careful when it comes to sharing your life. I could end up a miserable wife. He could be criminal, some sort of psychopath who escaped from an institution somewhere where they don't have girls. He could have masterminded some way to find me. He could be colorblind. How untrustworthy is that? He could be less than kind, or even worse, he could be very nice, have lovely eyes, and make me laugh, come out of hiding. What do I do with that? What if when he sees me, I like him and he knows it? What if he opens up a door and I can't close it? What happens then if when he holds me, my heart is set in motion? I'm not prepared for that. I'm scared of breaking open, but still I can't help from hoping to find wants to again.
Well, that was different from the first song. It was fun. The tempo was different. It left with a different mood. And it shows your diversity too. So thank you. We love seeing that. So now we're going to have even more fun. And we're going to play a game.
Okay.
You down?
Of course.
You game for the game? It's called the 660. And what we want you to do is answer 6 questions in 60 seconds that the producers have written based on you. Okay, are you ready?
Of course.
Here we go, the 660. So tell me, Broadway versus local theater.
Broadway,
Okay. Broadway?
just because of costumes.
All right. Costumes.
Especially Moulin Rouge
Mhm.
on Broadway. Beautiful costumes, beautiful set.
Everything. If you had a choice to just do one, singing or doing theater, which would you choose? You can only choose one.
Not doing one would kill me. Acting, maybe?
Okay. Maybe.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. If you had an opportunity to write a play, what would be the title?
A superhero's guide to being a supervillain, and it'd be about a superhero who has to go undercover as a supervillain. Yeah.
Okay. What's an unpopular opinion that you have?
Cheeseburgers and hamburgers, they're overrated.
So, who do you think is the greatest actor of your generation?
That's a very difficult question.
I think your time is up.
It's up. Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry. Probably. But, these are very difficult questions. They are. So, thank you anyway for playing the game, Sophia. And I want to thank you for being a guest today. It's been fun. I learned some things about you. It's nice chatting with you. It was awesome hearing you sing. So that was quite a treat. And, this is what we do. Undiscovered Talent gives a platform to artists like Sophia to be on our show and share her gifts and give you the opportunity to meet her and enjoy what she does. Please join us again. My name is Kelly. I've been your host. Peace.